Hello, what's up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I just got done watching Marvel's Cloak and Dagger. Now, let's be honest, the last time Marvel tried a TV show, I'm not talking about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I'm not talking about their Netflix shows, because those have proven to be successful. I'm talking about Inhumans, one of the worst, steaming, stinking piles of shit ever. I went to the theater in IMAX to see those first two episodes, and I never continued. Man, that was bad. So obviously I had some apprehension coming to this. I saw the trailer for this and it didn't blow me away. And I see that it's on Freeform. Freeform? What the hell is a Freeform? What happened to ABC Family? What does Freeform even mean? But either way, I decided to take a chance. I took the gamble. I watched these episodes, the premiere episode, and I gotta be honest, I was impressed. I was very impressed. I was liking everything that I saw, really. The beginning where you see their origin, about them as kids, and how the girl, she has this mother who's on drugs and forgets her, so her father picks her up, drives her, they're in the rain, so they get into a car accident, drive into the water. The boy, he steals the car radio for his brother, but his brother's like, no, you shouldn't have done that. They go to put it back, but the cops show up, chase them down, and the cop shoots the older brother, and the little boy jumps into the water. That's how he finds the girl, saves her. There's an explosion that happens in the water from some rig out there. I don't exactly know what or how, but it gives them powers. So you jump ahead years later, they're teenagers now, and let me go with these actors. Olivia Holt plays Dagger, and she was really good. This actress, I've never seen her before, but I was impressed by how she sucked me into her story, how, like I said, her abusive mother, her father died in that accident, and how she's with some other guy, and the two of them have this scheme of ripping people off and drugging rich kids and then stealing from them and selling it for money, and she too is hooked on drugs. She's crushing pills. I'm like, what? We're doing this on a channel that used to be ABC Family? I was not expecting her story to be this dark. Obviously, their origin is different from the comic books. In the comic books, it was very dark as well. Really dark. But I wasn't expecting them to go with that story. I knew they would change it, but I didn't think they would keep the dark tone of what the comic book was. So that's why I'm impressed. That's why I'm amazed by some of these high emotion moments with these characters. Cloak, he is played by Aubrey Joseph, who this kid too is really good. His story about how his older brother was shot by a cop and then it was covered up by the precinct, and they pretended like, oh no, this cop doesn't exist. What are you talking about, kid? You're just a criminal too. And that amazes me because that shit happens in real life. So I love the fact that they changed it to match something that is topical, is relatable. I love that his story becomes more about finding this cop who did this, who got away, and I love how he's dealing with his parents and him trying to keep up with school, but he has all this other stuff going on. He meets Dagger at a party where at first how they met I thought was interesting, but then you see that she's just stealing his wallet because that's just who she is, right? He chases her and they touch, and when they touch, that's when they reactivate their powers essentially. And even though they meet in that one instance, she runs off and they don't come back into contact for these 2 episodes. So I like the fact that they met once and they know of each other, they know they exist, but they're not together now. We're gonna build up to that. They both have side plots, side scenes that are just as interesting on their own, but then you have them playing off of each other until eventually, I'm sure, when they meet back up. I am so impressed with the writing, with the acting, with these characters and what they're doing with it. My only complaint, sure, I can have a complaint, I do have one, is the fact that it's on Freeform. They have these angsty, teen poppy, overly emotional music that plays almost after every scene. And it's a montage of just the sappy songs that are supposed to tell me how to feel. And I'm like, no, I know how to feel from the story, from my own emotions. I don't need this overabundance of teen music, young adult music. It's so annoying. Every single time they did it, I rolled my eyes. Hopefully they calm down with that though. They tone it back a little bit because we really don't need it. Because other than that, this show is really good. This show has really impressed me. Let me know in the comments below if you too have seen these episodes of Cloak and Dagger. Were you impressed as well? Are you a fan of the characters from the comic books? Does this show live up to that? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!